Think about the last time you set a big goal. Maybe you promised yourself you'd finally get fit. Maybe you committed to saving money or sticking to a morning routine. You felt motivated, even unstoppable. You made the plan. You had the checklist. Maybe you even bought the gear or downloaded the app. And for a little while it worked. You stuck to the routine. You felt progress building. But then the momentum slipped. The workouts faded, the budget broke down, the snooze button won, and you blamed yourself. You thought, I'm not disciplined enough. I always quit. I just don't have what it takes. But here's the truth. You didn't fail because you didn't care. You didn't fail because you're weak. You failed because you didn't change the one thing that drives everything else, your identity. Here's what most people miss. You don't rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your identity. If deep down you still believe, I'm someone who never sticks with things, then no program, no system, no motivational video will hold for long, because your subconscious will always pull you back to the story you've accepted. Identity is like the thermostat in your house. You can open windows, light a fire, or blast the AC, but eventually the system resets the room back to whatever the thermostat is set at. That's why you can force change for a while with sheer willpower, but until the thermostat itself shifts, you'll always drift back. And that's why identity change isn't just important. It's the foundation of lasting transformation. The strongest force in human behavior is the need to stay consistent with who we believe we are. Your brain craves alignment. If your self-image doesn't match your goal, you'll unconsciously sabotage your own progress. Think about it. If you see yourself as a night owl, you'll resist morning routines no matter how many alarms you set. If you believe you're someone who hates exercise, the gym will always feel like punishment. And if you carry the story, I'm bad with money, every attempt at saving will feel like swimming against the current. These identity scripts run silently, shaping your choices. And most people never even realize they're playing by the rules of an old story. But here's the good news. Identity is not fixed. It's flexible. It shifts with evidence. Every small action that proves a new story is possible begins to reset the thermostat. When your actions align with a new identity, even in micro steps, your brain eventually says, this is who I am now. And once identity shifts, consistency becomes automatic. So how do you actually shift identity in practice? Here are 4 proven methods you can start using today. 1. Cast votes with small actions. Every action is a vote for the kind of person you are becoming. For example, show up to train even when you're exhausted. That's a vote for being relentless. Send that difficult email you've been avoiding. That's a vote for being decisive. Hold your frame in a tough conversation. That's a vote for being calm under pressure. Finish the project instead of abandoning it halfway. That's a vote for being a finisher, not a quitter. Choose focus over distraction, even for half an hour. That's a vote for being someone who protects deep work. Each small act matters. Stack them, and your old story loses power. 2. Craft identity statements that resonate. Language shapes self-perception, but the words must carry real force. Here's the process. First, write the old story you've been living. I quit early. I get distracted. I avoid discomfort. I doubt myself. Then flip it into a declaration that embodies strength and character. If the old story is, I quit early, your new identity could be, I am relentless. I follow through long after the mood has passed. If the old story is, I get distracted, claim instead, I command my focus. Nothing pulls me from what matters. If the old story is, I avoid discomfort, declare, I thrive in discomfort. Strain is proof I'm growing. If the old story is, I doubt myself, flip it into, I move with conviction. My actions create the proof of who I am. Finally, anchor each statement with proof. Finish the workout. Guard an hour of focus. Step into discomfort and hold steady. These aren't soft affirmations. They're declarations. Lines in the sand that you back with evidence. 3. Use identity word activators. Alongside full statements, you can carry single words as daily activators. Each morning, pick one word that captures who you're choosing to be. For example, discipline, calm, relentless, builder, resilient, unshakable. Write it where you'll see it, on a post-it, your mirror, your phone wallpaper. When challenge hits, return to that word and let it guide your response. Then anchor it with action. If your word is disciplined, you honor your schedule. If it's calm, you breathe and respond with clarity. If it's relentless, you push through when the voice says stop. One word lived fully can reset your posture for an entire day. 4. Environment as identity scaffolding. Your environment is training you every day. A spotless workspace tells your brain, I'm a professional who takes this seriously. Training gear in plain sight reminds you, I'm someone who trains, no excuses. Automated transfers whisper weekly, I'm a wealth builder by default. And a single word on your mirror, calm, relentless, resilient, reminds you daily, this is who I'm becoming. Identity grows faster when your environment is designed to support it. Muhammad Ali famously declared, I am the greatest, long before he had the titles to prove it. To many, it sounded like arrogance. But Ali wasn't just bragging, he was crafting an identity declaration. By saying it, he wasn't claiming magic. He was reinforcing the story he was committed to living into. And then he proved it. Relentless training, ruthless discipline, courage in the ring. Every repetition of I am the greatest was more than words. It was a reminder to act as the greatest would act, to train when others rested, to show up when it hurt, to fight with belief. Eventually, reality caught up with the identity he had already embraced. Ali's story shows the difference between empty affirmations and embodied identity. Words alone don't shift identity, but words combined with proof create a self-fulfilling prophecy. The biggest trap is trying to fake identity with empty affirmations. You can say, I'm wealthy, while your account is empty. But if your habits don't change, your subconscious won't buy it. Empty affirmations backfire because the evidence isn't there. Ali's declaration worked because it wasn't empty. It was tied to relentless proof. The same applies to you. Your new identity only sticks when you connect it to real action. Say, I'm relentless, and finish the workout. Say, I'm focused, and protect your deep work. Say, I'm resilient, and keep going when discomfort bites. Proof makes the story unshakable. So let's bring it all together. You don't fail because you're weak. You fail because you're trying to build a new life on top of an old identity. Identity is the thermostat of your behavior. Until you reset it, you'll always drift back. And the reset doesn't happen with willpower alone. It happens with design. Small actions cast votes for the new story. Identity statements flip weakness into strength with declarations that resonate. One-word activators keep you aligned in the moment. Your environment reinforces the identity until it feels inevitable. And bold declarations only work when they're tied to relentless proof. Every time you follow through, you're not just achieving a goal, you're proving something about who you are. Over time, those proofs stack up. They harden into a new identity, one that makes progress natural, not forced. Thanks for watching. If this helped, subscribe for more. And if you'd like the tools and systems we create, both free and advanced, visit ThriveFoundryLabs.com/tools. Everything is organized in one place. You don't need more goals. You need a new story about who you are. As Muhammad Ali showed, claim the identity, back it with proof, and the results will follow. Because once identity shifts, your actions shift. And when your actions shift, momentum becomes inevitable.